These are the sponsors of the Muay Thai Library Preserve the Legacy Project: Smack Gym, Jay Su and Family, Chikara Martial Arts, and Bleeding Edge Gear all make the Muay Thai Library possible.
Along with our patrons.
It's a cool project. We've got over 60 hours of video in there already, and this is like a bookend sampling of the different kinds of sessions we have in there.
This is Tanadet.
Tanadet Torpron 49. He's an interesting addition to the library because he's an active fighter. He's much younger than most of the entries.
Oh, baby, look at this. Look at that drag back and that bounce.
Yeah, I felt it. I felt that.
This is an incredible clinch technique.
You'll see this clinch technique. We call it the long clinch. You'll see it among different fighters, but they tend to use it as like a transition move.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Tanadet is tucking his head underneath my chin, which, as he pushes up and breaks my posture, takes away, I would say, like 30% of my strength. And I'm strong. So you can't get out.
Oi. So important to this position is this bounce back, right?
Yeah, it's all in the legs. Like, you think that it's pulling from the back or something, but if you actually look at Tanadet's posture, it's all in his hips and his legs, and then his upper body, which was really hard for me to learn in the session. The way that you lock in the upper body was a lot of trial and error, and being able to feel those different angles.
So important is there's a full hour of this on this session on Patreon.com.
Patreon.com Sylvie Muay is my account, and this is a full hour session of working just on this move, which I think it takes more than an hour to learn it.
I think we're going to go back and film more with him, actually.
Yeah. But this is the reason we're looking at these two examples is this is an insight into the kind of stuff that you can find in the Muay Thai library. We have over 60 hours of video of long-form training like this. So the full hour with Tanadet is available there, and you see all these details.
What's going on here?
He locks his arms in a way that I could not get my arms to do. I call it like a zip tie, the way that his arm that's bent is kind of holding my head in place like a vice grip. And then his right arm, which is out straight, is actually pretty relaxed, but he rotates his shoulder in a way that just locks my head in a position that there is just no way I can get out. But he's relaxed. My shoulders got really tired, and he's relaxed. He can do that all day.
So you want to go to the Muay Thai library, you can see a full hour of this. There's also Yadwicha showing his clinch techniques as well.
You like the lock? I like the lock.
Another incredible clincher.
But this is the thing about the Muay Thai library is that...
Oh, look at your head tucked in there.
There are these fighters and trainers who take a technique that you're like, oh, that's a technique, but they've turned it into an entire art form.
A system,
it's a skill.
Yeah, totally.
It's incredible. Like, who do you learn the long clinch from other than Tanadet? Like, someone can show you, but Tanadet is prolific.
I don't think anybody has developed the long clinch the way he has.
Nobody does it like him. And then on the opposite end of the scale, here on the right is General Tunwakom. He is the last living direct descendant of the man who created the Lertrit style, which is what he's showing us here.
Military Muay Thai.
It's military Muay Thai.
Seriously.
It's a branch on the tree of Muay Thai history. That's an offshoot. It's very unique. You can't
Look at this.
find this
He's
anywhere.
Hitting right at the joint. Look at him.
The man on the left is Sirimon Khan. He was Fighter of the Year in 1972. So you're looking at men in their 70s showing incredible technique that is not documented anywhere.
Very
like, where
sadly,
are you going to see
Sirimon Khan has passed away.
Sirimon Khan died last year.
6 months ago, maybe. But
both men are in their 70s.
Here, yeah.
So General Tunwakom is showing how to use a block of the punch coming from Sirimon Khan.
A parry.
The parry,
into an elbow into the bicep.
The way that he transitions his weight, actually the impact hurts on Sirimon Khan, which takes away the impact of the punch that's coming at you.
You like cut the punch off.
You can't necessarily see.
Oh, and here he is wiping back with the elbow. You can't
necessarily see that impact on video, but you can feel it. And if you go to patreon.com Sylvie Muay and watch the full session, if you're already a patron and haven't seen this session yet, definitely check it out. If you're not yet a patron, you can easily become one. by going over to Patreon.
Link is in the description.
Link is in the description. But the transition of weight.
What is he saying here?
So he elbows in one direction and cuts, and then he opens the cut on the way back. So even if you don't hit on the way in, you can hit them on the way back, because people tend to, if they dodge, they come back right away like a spring, which is actually a smart thing to do.
Especially if they're by the ropes.
But the transition of weight that General Tunwakom uses is essential to all the different Muay Thai techniques that I've ever learned.
You're saying this
it's not
older
obscure.
form. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's found. It's in the root of sport Muay Thai.
So
Baran, everything.
If you're just looking at
what is he doing here?
He's blocking the elbow with the elbow, which I fucking guarantee you.
Look at that.
From experience, when you do that by accident, it hurts a lot. When you do it on purpose, you hurt your opponent, and you much less so. But what I'm trying to say about the importance of watching the full session and understanding what General Tunwakom is teaching is that if you just watch a highlight like this, you're like, these moves don't look like anything I've ever seen in ring Muay Thai.
Right.
But the way that he uses his transfer of weight and the rotation of his body to generate power, and the way that you block to create impact on your opponent, all of those things, which are hard to see in a highlight but are essential to the technique, are used in every single style of Muay Thai.
Him teaching you breathing.
Breathing. He's like, Sylvie, you're not breathing.
No, there's a specific way he wants you to breathe.
He breathes, yeah.
Like almost more of a traditional martial art.
Yeah.
Look at this.
The way he twists his hand there so that the outside of his forearm hits Sirimonkon's forearm. The opposite of that, using the inside blade of your forearm, is brilliant for locks in the clinch. But it's either side of the forearm.
And to be clear, if you're not part of the Muay Thai library yet, the full hour is accompanied with your technical voiceover explaining what each move is.
Yeah, because I was there for an hour getting things wrong a lot. And so being able to give the details of how to turn your arm this way rather than that way.
Here you're saying that people guard their face, so they're actually susceptible to outside pressures.
Totally, you just fold it down. Karahat taught me to fold down that arm, so this links into Karahat's style as well. That's in the Muay Thai library as well.
This typical parry. Yeah. Berkler in the library taught this parry, the first part of the parry.
Totally. It's so cool looking too. Like, not only is it effective, but it looks so badass. Can you imagine? I really like General Tunwakom as well, and I'm very grateful to have met Sirimonkan, which you get to see both men as well as their relationship with each other, because it's just a full session.
Actually, this session has a 24-minute interview with Sirimonkan about his life.
Yeah.
He killed a man in the ring, one of his very first fights.
Yeah, his opponent died.
It was accident, a knee that landed.
Yeah.
But it's an incredible interview of a man now who no longer is with us.
He was 17 when that happened. He was 72 when we shot the interview, and he's still got goosebumps talking about it. It was beautiful. Yeah. These guys are awesome.
So that's some of the stuff that you get to see in the library. Just anything from the most recent piece of Muay Thai to something that's old and disappearing. The library has every...
Yeah, you're not really going to see Lertrit other than in the library, or if you go train with General Tunwakom.
Yeah, there's no video other than what we've shot that we know of.
Yeah, but the library has over 60 hours of these long-form videos. If you're not yet a patron, it's very easy to become one. And if you are a patron and haven't seen these sessions yet, here's a highlight guide into some things that you can check out.
Totally. That's a high five.
You want to make the sound?
That was a lame high five, dude.